Welcome everybody, this is Matt Halfhill from Nice Kicks. We are live at the Agenda Trade Show in Las Vegas, summer 2015. I am joined today by my man, Scott Saltzman of Puma. My man, pleasure having you here, man.
My pleasure.
How has the show been for you?
Show's been great. Really busy Monday and Tuesday. Of course, Wednesday is everyone's hungover. So
I've heard that.
Yeah. So we got some more people coming in later today, and then red eye back home to New York.
Red eye back home to New York. So tell me, what is some of the exciting stuff that you've been able to show to people?
Sure. Well, we first of all, we had a little Game Changers Summit, which we did a little preview. We had everyone from global, all around the country, all around the world come in and take a look at some things that we're doing this year, next year. And then for the show, we're showing spring, summer, all the collabs. We're doing Stamped, Icy and Y for the end of this year. Next year, more Stamped. Again, Chris Stamped is just killing it with his full...
Killing it, man.
And then previewing, we're doing a little collab with Dee and Ricky, two guys, two brothers out of Staten Island, New York,
right, representing.
And yeah, fun stuff.
For you, do you have, what is it that makes a project so exciting for you to show and to be a part of?
Well, one thing about Puma is we try to do things differently. It's not like we want to be normal. We have these guys from all over the world, looking for what's the next thing. Puma is known for being edgy. We don't want to be normal. So, we preview things for fall 16, which I can't even talk about, that are just out of control. Just thinking out of the box. Different, like you've never seen before.
And a lot of people might not remember, but Puma has a history of collaborations that were kind of, they've been edgy, man. Like Yo MTV Raps 2006, the Bonnie and Clyde with a gun that came in a money bag, Von Baudet. You guys were doing stuff with A-Life before collab was even a name.
Yes, yes.
So tell me what it's like to work for a brand who was kind of early in that.
It's great because every time we go to a sales meeting, we just don't know what to expect. So that's the fun part. And then having, the best stores from all over the country come in, wanting to come in, let's see what Puma's doing, and sitting down and writing it. And every month we have drops, from collections to cream to select. It's just all this ammunition. It gives, the kid, what's next from Puma? There
are a lot of collabs in this space. There are a lot of collabs in the marketplace. Probably, I think 2014 set a record for the number of collabs. What does Puma do to make sure it's a meaningful collaboration?
Well, first of all, we try to pick partners that are out of the box, or some people who are iconic. And then we put the Puma twist on it. We're coming out, which I shouldn't talk about, but with the Bape collection, which is a collab / collection that's just, taking our heritage, taking their heritage, mixing it up, and then again, it's 360. It's apparel, it's footwear and accessories, and it's killer. Just one little note about that, when Rihanna, who is one of our assets, came to Germany to sign with us, she saw that collection and she took one of the jackets home, and then it was all over the press. Again, we got in trouble for showing it early, but it's when Rihanna says, I'm gonna wear it. She's been great. There's all these stories that we're hearing from Germany. She came to the New York showroom and, just hung out with us. She's real, she's a fashion icon, and we're not telling her what to do. We're saying this is who we are. She's coming in putting her twist on it, She saw some old, boxing shoes from the 70s and said, that's what I want to do, and she's going to start trends with us.
So from Cream, you have, in the Cream line, you guys have some solid stuff coming.
We just dropped a couple of drops from Stamped. Before we have the collection, right, we do a Cream drop to introduce the world to it. We have a little something from Sneaker Freaker again. Getting great history with Puma and Sneaker Freaker.
Great history.
We don't even have to talk about it. I can just say those two names and people know.
Oh yes.
Something's coming.
They think about the shoes they've missed out on over the years.
We're doing stuff with S&S, out of Stockholm. Actually, I got a chance to go over there and hang out with those guys and actually see the store. Yep. What we're trying to do is, my position in Select from the US, there's a guy like me out in London, there's a guy like me in Japan. We all have this meeting once a year where we all meet up. We did it in New York first, and then we did it in London a couple months ago. We talk because that kid, from London is looking what we're doing in the U.S. My guy in kid in the U.S. is looking at Japan, seeing what they're doing. So now we're all talking, and now we're all sharing. Where in the past it was always a little separate, like something would come out here, we wouldn't have it there. Now we're mixing everything together. And yeah, the SNS guy is now going to drop the shoe here. Hannon, I could rattle off a bunch of Soul Box. We just did something with United Arrows in Japan, which I'm wearing now.
Right.
So we all have access to it. It's not, so far away.
Right. And in terms of styles and trends, do you find there's one region or one style, one brand that is kind of leading the charge in terms of fashion?
Puma.
I like that. How else can we end? How else can we end? Just, you heard it right there from Scott. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been Nice Kicks live at Agenda Las Vegas. See ya.